Hello to all the amazing YouTube people, the Niemer here with another StarSector video. So yeah, a few people watched this video and some even commented on it, so I was like, okay, let's play some more. It's a beautiful game, so I don't really mind. Let me load up my game here. And so let me just remind you from last time, we finished our tutorial here. We are at Ankira. Let's turn our transponder on because soon they'll be like, okay dude, tutorial's over, you now have to show us your license plate at all times. Let me dock here real fast. The price of supplies stabilized because now we are connected to the rest of the sectors. So yeah, with the civilization back, prices are back to normal, which is cool because we're gonna need some more supplies relatively soon. But let's do some shout outs here to our watchers that commented. So Melganor said, well, give us more. Well, I'll give more. I like this game, so no problem. And what other way to say more than to go to this beautiful Balance Destroyer Hammerhead class. It has a little bit of compromised hull, but not a huge deal. And we're gonna call this one the Neomare Utopia. It's gonna be TNU, the tag. Melganor's Massacre. Yep, is that a good way to say give us more by giving a name to one of the ships with a lot of weapons? This one has the most firepower in our fleet right now, so I think that's suitable. Let me know if I butchered your name or something, or if you want to be called your ship to be something else than Massacre, although I think that's fitting. And then we have a Neowi. Oh, your name starts with Neo as well as mine, that's cool. So you just bought the game and well, I guess you would like to have some fun with this game. Well, I have good news and I have bad news. Good news is this is a really good game, especially if you like space sandboxes. Bad news, it's kind of hard. First time I played this game, I was safe scumming a lot. It's a learning experience. So just save often. If something goes bad, just reload, try to figure out what went wrong and try not to repeat the same mistakes. And over time you will do it less and less, and you will get to the point where I am right now, that I'm not safe scumming anymore, like at all, unless I want to show up a mechanic or something in a video, which might come into play really soon here, because Neovis would like to know what are some good things in the game early on. Well, other good ship I have is my flagship, so without any other choices, this one will be the TNU Neovis Hope, since you're so hopeful and want to have fun with the game. And let's see if we can go together through this journey and do something well. This ship has blast doors modification on it. The blast doors installs ship takes 50% less crew casualties from hull damage sustained in combat. So the Neomare Utopia, well, it is a utopia, but we rule with a firm hand. Our crew, as much as we'd like to keep them nice and safe, are dispensable. So I'm gonna be removing that and freeing up some room for something else. Let's see if we have a good mod here. Mods are free, so yeah. Experiment with your ships at will. I like the unstable injector, which makes me faster, but it will reduce the weapon range and increase my top speed, so this is one of the choices I would take here. Hardened subsystems, it will increase the operating, reduces the rate at which combat readiness degrades by 25%, that's also pretty good. These will help your ship be able to shoot more and shield more, they're also pretty good. A lot of these are actually utility, like auxiliary fuel tanks and such. I'm not gonna go into a lot of details here. I'll probably pick up the unstable injector though. Increases the ship's top speed in combat. Okay. Interferes. Okay. Reducing weapon range. Increasing the fight. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay. So I'm gonna be running unstable injector here. We have a pulse laser on. That's a really good balanced early game weapon. We have some missiles, some power defense lasers. I think that's gonna be fine for now. We have our capacitors and vents maxed out, so nothing else we can do there. Okay, I'll try to do some modification on ships every now and then, but I don't want to spend whole video on it. Let's go to skills. Yeah, speaking of not spending the whole video. So combat skills affect only one of your piloted ships. They're all pretty good. It's hard to choose which one. What I suggest is save your game, go to the combat simulation here and see how each one feels. If you just want to take one straight up, which is good for all the ships, then probably Helmsmanship will do. It will increase maneuverability and top speed in the fight. If you also invest the story point, it can increase your top speed further, and it will give you extra speed as long as you're not generating flux. That means you're not having shields on or shooting. So it will make you faster, it will make you more maneuverable, and that's really important in this game. However, there are better skills, maybe, probably. Like, this one makes you more tanky, this one makes you do more damage, this one makes you do more damage. More damage is good. Then we have leadership. This will increase the strength of your entire fleet. At the start of the game, you will not have much of a fleet, so I think these are not the best early game things. However, late game, I even prefer leadership over combat. You can also reassign skills. It does cost the story points though, but story points, it will be harder and harder to get them as the game goes on. But they are infinite basically. It will take huge amounts of experience to get one late game, but it's doable. Then we have the technology. This one's pretty cool. It affects all kinds of different things like fleet, ship, all combat ships. It's very techy. It's very techy, kind of fringe, but really useful. And then finally we have the industry. This one's a bit weird. It helps with trading a tiny bit. I'm not a huge fan though. It helps you later to colonize, but probably not a good early on. So that's just an overview. I will go a little bit more into them, but you asked what is a good skill to take early on, and I think definite winner is navigation. So navigation will reduce the terrain movement penalty from all applicable terrain. That's not amazing, but it's cool. You take it for one maximum burn level basically. Burn level is how fast you move in the overview map here. So it's pretty simple. If you move faster than your enemies, they cannot catch you and you'll be safe, and that's really important in this game because the universe is very hostile to you. So this security detachment here that's guarding Ankira has a maximum burn of 8. You can see it in the lower right corner. It's determined by the slowest ship in the fleet. And right now we have the maximum burn level of 9. So in theory we could escape these if we don't get too close and they don't do emergency burn much faster than you. But in general, as long as you keep distance and you're faster than the enemy, they'll not be able to catch you, which is really good. So what better way to buff that than to take the navigation perk to increase it by one more. Just amazing. It will also increase your cruise speed from right now it's 18 to 20, and that's also very useful. Apart from that, you're gonna get this really nice ability, and a lot of people that comment on this game say that the game is basically unplayable with that ability. That's not true, but it's pretty cool. So transverse jump into a system through a nascent gravity well or directly into hyperspace. So if you check the map here, you'll see there are 2 jump points here, purple jump points. They are the only way to exit the system unless you have this skill, and it's so annoying to have to travel to these to exit, and it's even more annoying if there's a huge fleet there waiting for you. So without much thinking, just take the navigation, trust my word on it, and confirm. Now you get this very useful skill here. You click it and you exit the system to the overview map immediately. Yep, let me just save the game and show it off, and then I'm gonna load because it does take some supplies, but it's not a big deal. It's a very low cost actually. Once you get used to earning money in this game, this is just a fraction of your travel cost. Anyhow, let's click it, and that will bring me to the hyperspace. So this is our current system here, the Galactia. We have to go to this one up here, to the Corvus for our quest. We're gonna do that later on, but anyhow, you can move here now. There are fleets here as well. You can go back into the system through a big gas giant, a jump point, or a star. And if you get the skill I just suggested to get, you can enter through these nascent gravity wells. These are basically like small planets, and you can only enter at the small planets if you have the skill. So yeah, this will really reduce oh, you click it right. It's been a while. Anyhow, click the skill and go back to the planet, and that's the most comfortable way to travel using that skill. Okay, I lost some supplies here, so let me reload real fast. Okay, I hope I did save after renaming the ship. I did, so that's cool. Anyhow, I'm gonna be covering these skills as I take them. For now, I'm gonna save the other skill point, and we're gonna do some fighting. It's already been 10 minutes and we didn't do F all except rename ships and and showed off a skill. So yeah, Niobe, take the navigation as your first skill. It's really good. And yeah, we're gonna see after that. Let me go to the refit skin here. We have another wolf. This one's kind of in a crappy state. Not gonna tinker with it, I guess. Okay, so what's next? So we can do one of two things. We can go do our quest. So if we go to Intel here, we have our quest. It's called Stabilize Jump Points. We already did that. We have to deliver a report to Station Commander. So this is a continuation of the tutorial, basically. They're sending us to their headquarters, I guess, of Jungala, the hegemony military jungle world in Corvus system, to continue the quest line. However, they said they have some pirate problems here in this sector, and they asked us if we wanna hang around and kill them for some bounties. So if you go to Intel and click on bounties here, you can see the list of all available bounties. Namely, if we go to our system here and click this one, you will see that the hegemony have posted a bounty in all hostile fleets in or near the Galactia star system. So anything you kill here, starting from 1000 credits reward per frigate and moving higher for like stronger ships, you will get a reward. So this goes for pirates, and they're actually at war with 3 other factions. I suggest don't fight with the factions early on, just go for the pirates. And once you know the game really well, then you can start playing around with that. But for my first playthrough, I was friends with everyone, and that worked really well for me. So that's what I suggest. Be friends with all the factions, except pirates, and use pirates to farm money. That's the simplest way to play this game. And well, later on, when you colonize the planet, the factions will start sending ships towards you to disrupt your operations, and then you can destroy them with very little reputation penalty, because there'll basically be rogue fleets doing what their factions don't want them to do. Anyhow, pirates, let's go kill some pirates. So to warm up, we left one drone tender, I believe, at the gate exit. It escaped us and I did not feel like chasing it, so here it is. Gonna click on it. It has a maximum burn of 5. We have a maximum burn of well, more than 5, so this should be an easy catch. We're gonna pursue the little dude and gonna be taking command of the action. We want to do this nice and swift with our best ship. That's gonna be our wolf. Wolf's the best one to chase down fleeing enemies, so that's what we're gonna do. That's gonna cost us 5 supplies. That's around 500 credits or so of value, and we should get 1000 bounty reward. So this should be a net positive for us, really easy. So if there's a bounty on some kind of enemies, that's a good time to fight them. If there's no bounty, it's gonna be hard to break even. Anyhow, so here's the drone tender. It has a bunch of drones with it, which is like kind of annoying for us, but we can probably deal with at least some of them before we engage the main ship. By pressing F, we use our face skimmer ability, which teleports us a short distance in the direction we are flying in. Okay, so his goal is to exit the map at the top of the screen in order to flee, and our goal is to prevent it, and we effectively are now between him and his goal. So yeah, it's a bad day to be a drone tender, and now we did the opposite for some reason. I don't even know. Anyhow, let's get some more of his small dronies and continue the pursuit. So his armaments are not really good. He has some rockets and that's about it. His best thing are like his drone dudes. So I remove the shield so I can cool down a little bit, then I put them back on when he shoots. This is a very simple fight, so a little bit harder than the tutorial ship because of the drones, but if you do it nice and careful, it should be fine. Okay, drones. Why do you hate me so much? I should really work on my accuracy as well. This is the faster way. If you press V, you're gonna remove all the heat really fast, but you are vulnerable during that period. Okay, we are getting very close to the edge of the map, so it will be a shame if he escapes, especially since basically we are guaranteed to lose 500 credits anyway to get this ship nice and operational again after this combat stresses that we're putting it through. So it's time to like go full on the enemy, and if the drones do any damage to us, well, that's unfortunate, but there we go. Okay, we got a little bit of damage it seems, but nothing too crazy. Okay, consider ship recovery. We can recover it. It's in a pretty bad shape though. It has 4 D-mods. D-mods are degraded modifications to the ship. Usually when you destroy a ship, it will get some kind of this bad mods. So this one has unreliable subsystems, degraded shields, faulty automated systems, and malfunctioning comms. That's a lot of bad things. It does take only 3 supplies to get it up and running though. You know what, let's grab it. Our fleet is in a really bad state anyway, so any ship we can get for free will be a good ship. Okay, let's get some wreckage things. Okay, and let's move on. We got 1000 reward. That's about to cover our deployment cost plus the price to get this new ship up and operational. So we are cutting even here, and let's continue. So now we are heading towards the Rinkyu mining station. Oh, by the way, killing pirates will make them hate you even more, but you started really bad reputation with them anyway, so who cares? And we got some reputation with hegemony, so we can become their friends, which will prove to be very useful over time. Anyhow, we have a salvage field here. Let's see how we're doing with that. Assess. So we have enough of things to comfortably scavenge that, so yeah, let's do it, why not? So we lost 4 heavy machinery, that's fine. We're gonna get 38 supplies, some fuel, yeah, this one's really good. Nice. So that's good, so I don't forget to do the thing later on before we move out. And let's head to the salvaging things. Doesn't take any time, by the way. So okay, I'm gonna turn the sustained burn off so I get some maneuverability, and let's see what's chasing us. Okay, so in the bottom left screen you can see the danger of the enemy fleet. This one has 3 danger stars, so I'm gonna turn my sustained burn on and escape. Their maximum burn is 10. That can't be right. I think that's when they are doing the sustained burn, otherwise it should be like less. Well, I know from my experience that these 2 ships on the left part of their fleet are pretty dangerous ships, so I don't know why the pirates have them, but that's not something I can take on right now. If you're a new player, just try it. Save, try it, see what happens. If it goes bad, just load. Don't be ashamed of it. There's like really no good way to know if what you are fighting will like be strong or not until you learn, and there's no other way to learn than to try things out. I guess you could go to refit, go to run simulation and do it that way. So those ships are the Thunder class destroyers. We cannot know if they're like assault destroyers or some other type, but just to give you some idea of what we would be fighting there. So we're gonna take our best ship here. I'm gonna tell this one to retreat, and we're gonna be flying this one here. Let me show you Like, I'm not gonna do anything fancy. I'm just gonna go head on, throw everything I have at the enemy ship, and see how we fare more or less. Okay, let's put the shield on. Oh wait, I should be shooting that. Okay. Okay. Well. Okay. It's okay, this one is like a little bit silly, but... Well, basically I cannot use my shield anymore, but... Yeah. Oh, he put his shield on, that's bad. So, by just going at it and shoot it, that would not work, right? The fight was going in a good direction. This dude has more and stronger weapons than we did, and we got like fully fluxed, and yeah. And maybe if I tried a little bit harder, it would be fine. Problem is they have 2 of those, so, and I only have 1 destroyer, and everything else either crappy or these 2 wolves are fine, but I don't think that would turn out to be okay. Anyhow, we got another field here, and here's the enemy base. Okay, what's that? Oh, there's a lot of fleets in here. Okay, okay. They're chasing us. Alright, alright. If that happens, do a reload, but I'll try to fight this one out. Oh my god. We can attempt to disengage. First, however, we're gonna be doing some fighting. So what do you do when you enter this kind of silly situation? Well, we're gonna be flying 1 ship to start with, and we're gonna use our maneuverability to go through the hoops. Oh boy. Yeah, well, after all that talk about speed and carefulness and everything, we rushed into a huge enemy fleet. So, most of their ships are pretty slow, so we can use that to our advantage here and try to pick some of them off. And if we pick off enough of the enemy ships, they will not feel like playing with us anymore. They will let us escape, basically. Not sure if that's doable with my fleet, but, well, it all depends. So, here on the top right, you can see the percentage. If you get that to 100%, enemies will be like, okay, this dude is more trouble than worth. We'll just let him escape. So, anyhow, okay, so these dudes are like, okay, they got the message. They're retreating from me. Okay, that first dude was a little bit crazy, but these are like, okay. So AI in this game, sometimes it works really good, sometimes it's super stupid. It all depends on the ship, on their loadout, and on their behavior. There are officers in this game, so some of them are reckless. They're gonna charge up at enemies straight up and almost never retreat. Then there are safety ones. They will always engage from maximum range, and then there are basic ones. So this one has an officer in it. So you can see that by the picture above the ship. So, and this one, oh, this one doesn't. Okay, so officers will modify their behavior. Okay, this one finally grasped some courage, and that's really bad for him because what he's flying, it's like a really, really bad ship. So, and there's another one of those. So at least that's good news for us, right? They have some bad ships. So with my unstable injector and using my face skimmer ability, I'm able to keep distance from the dangerous enemies and pick up the small ones one by one. That's the easy part though. Like, basically we killed everything that was kind of easy to kill. And now everything else is gonna be like really annoying. But okay. So this one... That's such a funny ship. So this ship has like a huge gun fronted in front of it and a improvised shields, but okay, as you can see, it's pretty bad. Okay, but it's hiding behind his friend now. So okay, so problem here is this one cannot really catch us or damage us, but its shields are way too tough to go through with our small ship here. Basically, we will faster like overheat just firing our weapons than going through his shields. so I'm not gonna even try. Okay, let me go up here, try to catch that thing before it escapes. Hello there. We're not done yet. Like, why did you think we are done? Okay, cool. And that's the tutorial ship, I think. Yeah. And that's my brother, but it's a pirate version. It's a little bit weaker than us, but if you fight it like one-on-one, it would be fine, but I cannot really fight it while this thing will be trying to flank me the whole time, so I have to take care of this one first. But yeah, love the wolf, cherish it. It's such a nice beginner ship. Obviously against pirates you can kite them for ages, so that's why. But if you check the left side of the screen, it says degraded readiness. Combat readiness 64%. So basically we've been in the fight for a long time. So that's a balancing thing, so you cannot do what I'm doing forever. Basically sooner or later, and well, I spoke too soon. This dude is able to trade blows with me. So your crew will get under stress, the systems will get under stress, because ships in this game, when they are in combat, they are operating at a higher stress than usual, so they cannot do that for very long extended periods of time. So after some time your ship will start like degrading performance, and if that goes to the limits, you will just be a floating pile of junk. So there's a time limit on what I'm doing right now, basically. That's what I say. Why cannot I trade blows with this one, though? Like, that's a little bit annoying. Probably because of combat readiness. Okay, well. It's time to put the tail between our legs and run here a little bit. So if you are away from the enemies, you will not be degrading combat readiness. But I don't know if I can get far enough, fast enough. It's degrading still. Yeah, it's... No, it's stable. No, it's not. Okay. Okay, we are at the edge of the map. Okay, now we're gonna call in some reinforcements. And hopefully things go well for us. So this is a really hard fight, so it's gonna take 27 supplies to recover from this thing. Okay, here comes the cavalry. So I'm gonna tell these two to focus on that dude. I'm gonna tell these two to focus on that dude. And, well, I could tell this one to be my wingmate. That might be a good idea. It's gonna follow me around like a puppy and help me out, but it's not gonna be as efficient. And this one also has 60 combat readiness. I know why. They're not at full readiness. Okay. I don't know what to tell these two though, because there are no targets for them just yet. So for now, just attack these as well. Oh, you know what? Actually, just go for that. Okay, let's see now. How do they behave? Okay, they're actually... Oof, I just picked up a missile on my way there. They're actually willing to take a fight here. Do it. There we go. Hopefully we can take care of these ones before the big guns come in. Okay, let's see. Everyone, take on that thing. And, well, I'm gonna either... Yeah, well, I'm gonna let that one go. My friends need help. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, my destroyer is doing good, at least. Maybe I was too afraid of these dudes. And... Ooh. Run! No, I'm too young to die. Okay, that's good. Okay, now everyone go to that one. You have limited amounts of... Oh, I can actually disengage now if I like to. So we basically won here. But yeah, let's continue fighting. You have a limited amounts of command points you can give. Your commands are usually more efficient than what your ships will do on their own. That's like a balancing factor. They're not really smart. Like making... Oh no, not like that. Dude, sorry, my bad. So they're usually not very smart what to prioritize and how. Like making an AI which would know really well what to engage and when, it would be really hard. So you'll have advantage over enemies, basically. They will do stupid shit. And on other side, usually enemies will have bigger fleets, stronger fleets than you will. So yeah, that's one way to balance it. What's that? Standard combat fighter. I don't know, they have to kill it before they can go onto this one. Also, my ship is basically falling apart. It has, what, 20% readiness, so we're like... Our engines don't work, our nothing works. However, these drones are really putting a number on it. Okay, so I'm just gonna like be here between him and my drone tender. What's happening here? It's... I mean, I could go and fly that one, I guess. But then I'm afraid this dude here will re-engage my fleet, and I don't want that to happen. Just run away, dude. You're wounded. You're destroyed almost. Why would you want to fight still? Oh, he's not impressed by my diplomacy. Okay, there's the other dude. So these two are the biggest threat, the wolf frigates. I really give them much credit, and for a good reason as well. Okay, nice. How's my piloting? Enforcer D class disabled. Well... Okay. So, these two can probably kite the most of my fleet. My fast ship is like basically... It's gonna like stop working soon, and this dude here has a big gun which sucks. So I'll be like, can I claim victory? I can't claim victory. Interesting. Okay, they still wanna fight. That's fine then. Let's fight. That's fine. Just gonna get away with this one. Okay, you just go somewhere, I don't know. And let's fly, let's fly the other wolf. So big ships like the destroyer will usually do well on their own. And wolves, well, this one did pretty well as well, I guess. So what else do we have here? Okay, this big stupid gun is actually pretty good, but I'm a poor shot, so missing every one of them hurts a lot. Okay, the enemy fleet is defeated. Press escape to end the battle at any time. Let me just check real fast. So we can leave this one go, if you want to. The price of staying in this fight longer, like every combat readiness I lose right now, and I will be losing combat readiness because my ships are in the fight for a very long time, will cost me a lot of supplies. So unless this thing dies like right now, it's probably not worth it. So I'm just gonna claim victory and see you later, alligator. Okay, I'm gonna... Do I have agency to pursue that thing? Let's try it. If anything will be able to pursue that thing, it's gonna be another wolf, right? And well, here's my shuttle. Yeah, I think that's gonna be okay. It's gonna cost me like 300 credits worth of supplies to like do this, but it's probably okay. Especially since he's pretty beat up, so... Hello there. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, the Heavy Blaster? Yeah, this thing is pretty much done. Okay. Consider ship recovery. No wolves, so that's disappointing. um, so how much? So these are pretty expensive to recover. 23 supplies to get them up and operational. And I'm not really a huge fan of these. They don't have shields, they die pretty fast like you saw as demonstrated. Only reason why I was able to win this overwhelming fight is because I entered the fight with only one ship, killed like 3 or 4 of them before calling in the rest of my fleet. Otherwise, head on, it will be really hard fight. So this suck. This one is kind of alright, but top speed 120. That's not too bad. Standard combat fighter. What's your maximum burn? 10. Faulty power grid and erratic fuel ejector. You know what? Let's take that one. It seems like I don't have enough crew to run a smooth operations here. So I guess that's gonna decide the fate of these ships. I need more crew. Okay, we can do that. So 67 supplies. Okay, that was a really good fight for us. I'm gonna take all of that. So let's see the situation here. We destroyed these fleets. There's one more. Okay, I was lucky this fleet was not close enough to take part. Otherwise, that would be pretty scary. So right now, I need to get my ships up and operational again. That means getting our combat readiness to 70. They get like 10 combat readiness per day. So we're just gonna fly around until that happens. I guess I could have an option. Monthly income. What? 13k? That's a nice stipend. Wait, what? That's way more than I remember. Or maybe I was just remembering it badly. So if you go under command here, you can go to income and see your incomes and expenses. So I'm gonna be getting paid 15k per month for 36 months as a way to get my feet off the ground as a new player. And then I'm gonna be paying my my crew 1000. So each crew is 10 credits per month. And well, more ships and more crew do you have, more expensive that will be. You will also be paying your officers through the nose, but I don't have any just yet. I'm gonna dock at this station here real fast. I wanna check. Oh really? They're like, you killed our friend, we don't wanna deal with you. Okay, that's fine. I wanted to give you some supplies that you desperately need, but fine, be that way. What's the time anyway? 37 minutes, okay. So let's go under fleet. Okay, this is flashing. I have 2 more skill points, but let's wait with that a little bit. Okay, let's kill this dude, I guess. Ooh. Not well, that thing is close by. What's that anyway? Alright. Maximum burn 5, maximum burn 5. Yeah, you can kite these for ages. So, I would like to engage these, but not both of them at a time. Oh, there's a lot of bad ships in here. What's my flagship? Oh, my flagship is repaired. Okay, let's go. I'm not gonna save here. That will make me very tempting to load, so yeah. Yep, let's go. Move to engage, transfer combat for command for disengagement. Okay, we're gonna be flying Neovis Hope again. And yeah, let's go. So same tactic as well. I send one of my ships way in front and use its maneuverability. So this is the biggest downside of pirates. Their ships are really bad and slow, and well, most of them anyway. So you can use high-tech ships like a Wolf frigate to do what I'm doing basically. And this dude is actually annoyingly hard for us for some reason. It's just a shuttle. So A problem is, so I'm gonna go into like different weapon types and such in another video, but my gun is bad against shields and his is good against shields, so that causes a little bit of an issue here, because even though I can defeat it by reducing shields and just trading blows, I don't want to get damage on my ship. So first let's take care of these without shields. Haha, noobs, why don't you have shields? That's such a stupid thing to do. It's a dangerous sector. Did nobody tell ya? Like, it's like those people joining ISIS and then regretting it later. So I bet these pirates regret right now joining the piracy. Okay, our weapon range also sucks because we are running a fuel injector, so that doesn't help the whole situation, but I'm capable enough to take these on, right? This one also doesn't have the shields, right? Yeah, I don't think so. Ah, pirates, silly creatures. You have to be very careful not to get flanked though. We have a really good shield, but it's incredible how fast you go down if you get flanked and enemies shoot a salvo in your juicy behind. Okay, so basically I wanna kill this, I wanna kill that. This one takes super long to kill for some reason, and then this dude, I cannot do anything. I need more ships for that, but there we go. I like to play like this because sometimes your AIs do really stupid things, so they are a liability, so I'll bring them in once I need them. And what's that? Oh, it's another one of those. Okay, let's go. Hello. Okay, so that sound, that horn is game telling us that we are in the fight for a very long time, and soon our things will start degrading, basically. Okay, I can take that one on as well. But we are not there yet, so. And that's not what we wanna do. Yeah. Okay, that's gonna hurt a little bit, okay. So much talk about not getting flanked just to get flanked, right? So can I take this thing on? Oh, if I actually should, no. Okay, let's move out. So, this time I'm not as efficient as I was last time, mostly because of this shuttle that keeps itself between me and his friends, and even though it has like a not the best shield, my weapon's not good against shields, so okay. I wanna go after that dude for sure. And then bail out again to cool down a little bit. This thing has a suitable name, the Wolf. Okay. Well, time for reinforcements, I guess. Is that enough? Could be. So if you go for that one and you help him out and you just follow my flank, that should be good enough. Okay. There's my carrier. Oh, that's good. So I have to be careful if something goes after the carrier. They're pretty slow and, well, they're not gonna fare well against real battleships, so what's going on here? Ah, it's not good, dude. What are you doing? Okay, now I have to go between them. See, that's what I'm telling you about the AI. He's like, he got himself into a really bad situation. There we go. Well, luckily enough, that thing bailed for some reason. That was weird. Oh yeah, okay. So it unloaded all of its firepower into my destroyer, and then it got flanked by the rest of my fleet. So that's why it bailed. Okay, that's good. That's really good. So I sacrificed myself here to let my destroyer destroy the thing. Okay, let's move on. How about now, dude, huh? You're not so tough now with your fancy shields that refuse to get destroyed. I'm overloaded. I might explode here. That would be unfortunate. Okay. Well, we won the fight. Oh, one dude escaped. That's fine, though. I'm not really in a shape to pursue here. I could harry their retreat. It's gonna reduce their combat readiness. So if I do decide to go after him later, he's gonna be really banged up. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Nothing of that interests me at all. So I'm gonna pick through the wreckage. I'm gonna leave a whole bunch of metals floating in space. Okay, well, that's good. We have 9 story points to spend. Oh, that's gonna be good. 8,000 credits received for that fight, so that's nice. He's like, run away! Not so fast, dude. Let's see. Can that thing catch up to it? Yeah, I think it can. Order a second in command to handle it. Sure, you should be able to do it, right? Really? Well, so much about that. How did that go wrong? Pursue. I'm gonna take command of the action. So the auto resolve is a little bit weird, I guess. Also, let's go inside. I mean, that thing is not so fast. How did it escape a wolf frigate? So yeah, I don't know what happened there. So you only use auto resolve if you have nothing to lose, I guess. Yeah. Well, I can see why. I mean, he does have a lot of firepower, but... There you go. So, I guess when the game calculates the auto-resolve, it takes into account the power of the ship and not their mobility. Anyhow, I don't want that rust bucket. Let's do that, let's do that. Okay. 1,000 more credits. And was there another fleet here? I don't see one. Oh, it's hiding in the asteroid field. What is it? Wait, what? Unidentified fleet, unknown, preparing for a voyage to Karas. Really? Are you pirates? What are you? They're probably pirates. And they are not hostile towards me for some reason, even though they have a pretty good fleet. I cannot really fight with that, I don't think so. Okay, let's go across here. Okay, that was close. Okay, we know they're pirates now, but I guess we're not interesting to them. Yeah, they have their own goal in mind, so this is like a trading fleet. It's a pretty good one. It doesn't have any destroyers, it mostly has transport ships, but some of them are pretty bulky. I could probably take them apart. I don't know. I need to wait for my fleet to recover though. What's the time? I could slot in another fight, I guess. Let me turn my engines on. How's the fleet? Are you recovered yet? They are. I'm just gonna save in case I crash. But we are taking this result for sure. And trust me, I don't wanna redo a video, so okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. Ooh, what's that? Salvage fleet. No, dudes. Ah. So this one came to take the bounty. Well, I guess. You encounter an ongoing battle, neither side trusts you enough to share the IFF codes, but that's likely to change if you come back with your transponder turned on. Okay, that's fine. Join the battle. So these here. So these are fighting these, and I'm joining the fight on this salvage fleet's side. So I'm gonna get credit for any ships I take down. So this is kind of a race here. So I'm just gonna put all the ships in. It's a race who's gonna kill more things basically, and they're already fighting. So I was like reluctant for way too long, but at least you see how this looks like. So if there are two fleets fighting and you're friendly with one of them, they're gonna let you enter the fight on their own side. And you cannot really enter the fight if both sides are hostile. That's like the game's way for preventing you from getting blasted down, I guess. Anyhow, I'm just gonna let my ships do whatever they want. And so these are like mule transport ships. They're like big versions of freighters. They're kind of destroyers when it comes to shields, but less firepower, I guess. Something like that would be a good description for these. Not really a big threat, but that's a gremlin. Okay, so this is like a phase ship. Instead of shields, it goes into phase. So while it's in phase, it's basically untouchable. But well, it will have to go out eventually. It's one of the slowest phase ships, so it's not really a big threat. So once it cannot maintain its cloak anymore, or phase, or whatever it is, we're just gonna clean it up, I guess. Maybe I could have went for a more valuable target, but there we go. Hopefully I get some credit for that. And let's continue here. So what do we have here? A lot of mess, that's for sure. A lot of drones flying around. I know that these don't carry any drones, so most of these should be friendly. Oh, there's some there. Not sure what launched them, but... Okay, I'm gonna leave these big book ships for my allies to get, and I'm gonna go for this one here. There we go. He decided it's a good idea to turn its back towards me. That's fine, I guess. Okay, then we have... oh, well, thank you very much for disabling that thing. Now I can go for it. So there are weapons in this game which overload shields really good. So it will... Basically they make a lot of flux when they hit. So if the enemy has shields on when they hit, it basically overloads them. Overloads what happens when you have full flux and your shields get hit, by the way. Okay, I guess that's it. A little bit disappointed, but consider ship recovery. It's gonna be fine, don't want that. Relationship with the Independents improved by 1. So there's like one faction called Independents, and basically all the ships which are not pirates or belonging to a faction are independents. So you have a reputation with them as well. So they'll be like salvagers, explorers, and like they're basically like you, flying around doing their own thing. But between us, we also keep the reputation between the independents. So well, that's actually pretty good share of the loot, I'd say. Yeah, that's yeah, we only got 23% of the loot share, which is pretty cool actually considering how big this fleet is. And then these escaped, so those, I will take those, thank you very much. Pursue them, take command of the action, and gonna do our move here. Okay, so this fight will actually be more profitable than the last one, just because of the fact that I'm not gonna deploy so many ships. Maybe I shouldn't have deployed so many actually, now that I think about it. Like most of them didn't really do much at all because they weren't able to reach the battlefield. So this is a little bit annoying. That thing will escape. Probably. Where is it? I don't even see it anymore. That's how fast it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it, I guess. Okay, let's go back to this one. Hello, how are you doing? Nobody told you it's not good idea not to carry shields in fights? So this thing has much better armor than I do. So if there was no shields and my maneuverability and speed to regain the shields, head on, this thing kills me, basically. If you just shoot at each other and don't miss a single bullet, this thing should be able to kill me, no problem. However, that's not the case. So, there you go. Claim victory. Consider ship recovery. No thank you. Pick through the wreckage. Leave some more metal flying around. 1000 more, and then finally pursue. Transfer command. We're gonna be flying the other wolf because this one has very low readiness. You can see the readiness by the bar below your ship. So the lower it is, the faster, the worse your ship will perform in the fight. Anyhow, I'm gonna transfer my command to the other wolf here because it has a little bit more readiness. So not a lot more. Readiness will affect your top speed, your damage dealt. So maybe something else, but top speed and damage dealt are the main points here. That thing is really fast. I'm not even sure I can catch it. I'm spamming F, my face skimmer, but it seems like, well, I'm not having it. Yeah, that thing is faster than us. Okay, whatever. No way. Okay. What's my top speed anyway in this thing? Let's see, where does it say? 200. Oh. Really? You wanna fight? No, you just captured the boy. You wanna fight? Really? Yeah, that was a costly mistake to make. So it could have escaped if it wanted to, but I guess caveman not so smart. Okay, well, easy money, I guess. Okay, cool. What's your top speed? 230. But I don't want shielded ships, so whatever. So the shielded ships are just the resource drain on you most of the time. Okay, we are having too much cargo, so I'm gonna drop some metals here, and let's go dock and wrap this one up. Let me just save in case. So again, this game doesn't crash, but you know, some do, so you never know. Anyhow, gonna dock to Ankira here and gonna wrap this one up. So I guess it was a good session. I have 78,000 money. Okay, my transponder's on, that's good. You're patrolling the system. Well, I see all of a sudden you have a lot of fleets around here. Scavenger. Let me talk with Scavenger. I want to see if they implemented some new dialogue options. You have been scanned and identified. It's probably best for both our peace of mind if you keep your distance. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Don't want trouble, dude. So there are some NPCs in this game which gives you quests and such. So we got station commander here. I'd like to be commissioned by the hegemony. So if you want to be like a mercenary for a faction, you can do this one. I strongly suggest not to do it unless you know what you're doing. Basically, you'll be able to buy their military ships, but you will have to wage war on their enemies, and that will complicate things for you. So it's better to stay freelancer. Let me go and check the fleet. Let's see, buy. So you can buy ships on the open market or on the black market. There could be some interesting ships here. There's a wolf frigate available for purchase here. I like wolves. They're not overly expensive, and as you saw, they're pretty nice against the pirates. I have no idea what that is. Manticore. That's kind of new. That's a pretty nice ship. Like once you get one of these, so beautiful. Very expensive though. What about open market? Maybe I should talk a little bit markets here. So if you trade on the black market, you might lose reputation. So you have a suspicion level down there. It goes from none to extreme. If you get to extreme, that means they are pretty sure you traded on the black market, and you'll lose some reputation with the faction. It's not a good thing. Also, if you have high black market suspicion, they will scan you to see if you have any contraband. Each faction has their own things that are being forbidden. For example, hegemony here, they consider trade of heavy armaments, recreational drugs, harvested organs, and AI cores to be forbidden. So if the hegemony catches you with any of these on board, they're gonna confiscate them, so keep that in mind. Also, just having very extreme suspicion level will lose your some reputation anyway. Okay, I'm not gonna do any trading right now, but I think when we start the next video, I'll probably buy some wolves, and well, regrettably enough, I'll have to do it on the black market, so they will hate me a little bit, but maybe not enough. And well, wolf is pretty good. It does have one bad thing on it, glitch sensor array. That one is not too bad. So there's also a hegemony frigate wolf. It's pretty much the same, except it has hegemony colors on. This one doesn't have a faulty system though, so I think I'll pick both of these up in the next video. So if anyone is watching and you wanna have a ship name after you, well, pick Wolf H frigate or Wolf D frigate here from the black market in the system, and if you do pick it, I'm gonna buy it. You can pick some other ships as well, I guess, but make sure I can afford it, and well, keep in mind that the wolves are the best ships here. So brawlers are not bad though, just not my favorite, and I don't wanna buy any big ships just yet because, well, I don't have enough cash. Anyhow, that's gonna be it for the next episode. In next episode, I will let me see the bounties. So there's like 32 days remaining for this bounty, but I don't know if there'll be any more pirates we can kill. I'll do a circle and check if there's any more, but I killed 3 or 4 fleets myself, and there's also a salvager independent who is also going around, so more probably than not all the pirates will be dead. But doesn't hurt to check, I guess. And after that, we're gonna continue following our storyline. We're gonna fly to the Corvus system. Yeah, continue from there. So, gonna wrap this up now. If you are enjoying these videos, show us some likes, show us some subscriptions. Write in the comments whatever you like. I'm gonna answer. If you want me to show something, I'll show it. I'll go into skills eventually a little bit deeper, but yeah. Next time I'm gonna showcase this new skill we got, transverse jump. We're gonna use it to exit the system like I did in a showcase, and then we're gonna be flying to Corvus. I'm gonna try to guess which planet is Jangala to land on top of it to save some time. It's not a big deal though. This game waits for you. Basically, factions are warring at each other, always losing ships and gaining ships. There is no threat that gets stronger over time that requires you to race, so you can play this game at your own pace. As you get stronger, you will get noticed by more stronger enemies, and they will start going after you. So yeah, it does get a little bit more challenging over time, but not because you played too slow. It's more like the game opens up a little bit as you get stronger. But if you keep your fleet nice and lean and very fast, you should not be too afraid of any threats. There are also some storyline threats that wait for you deep into the world map, and they're really tough. So more on that when we get there, like in a month or 2 or something. I don't know. Anyhow, like, subscribe, and in the meantime, I wish you all to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you all for watching. Neomer signing out. Bye bye.